I'm going to talk about Charlie Sheen. I got 5 thoughts about it. And I just read some articles and saw some tweets, so some of my thoughts changed. My first thought was, why do you have to announce that you have HIV? I don't like that about celebrities. I don't like that they feel they have to announce. Like, Ricky Martin felt the need to announce he was gay. Really? Really? Queen Latifah? Did anybody not think, Queen? But then I read more about it and I was like, okay, they were extorting Charlie like crazy. Apparently that's one of the reasons why he announced it. He was like, they out here extorting me left and right. He had to pay somebody he was having sex with, which is another one of my thoughts, had took a picture of his AIDS medication and was like, I'm about to put this on blast. And then they was like, but I won't for the $1 million. So Charlie was like, he had paid more than $1 million announcing it. And he was like, I gotta be free from this. And that's just why I'm glad I'm married. I don't want to be with the type of person who would try to sell me out to TMZ. Why you, I mean, for the meal? 10 million, they said? Yeah, if you don't give the right story first, people will be quick to do it. Apparently, honestly, guys, I didn't hear nothing about Charlie Sheen having HIV until yesterday that he was announcing it. Apparently, it's been in People magazine and tabloids, 10 million that he had to pay out. 10 million to keep it quiet. It's been in, you know, the National Enquirer and all these other ones in People magazine, and they were hinting that it was him, and he was like, forget about it. So he's had 4 years. He's had it for 4 years. And my next thought was, that's that whole winning. Remember that winning tirade that he did? That was 4 years ago. I remember a song the Schmoyo brothers made about winning, I'm by winning, and all that type of stuff. And that was about the time he had contracted the virus that causes AIDS. All that tiger blood. I'm trying not to make no harsh jokes because HIV is not something to joke about. But let me tell you the jokes that are in my head that I won't say. I'm not gonna say no joke about that tiger blood wasn't strong enough to stop HIV. I'm not gonna say that joke because that's harsh, and I'm not gonna be harsh today. But that was the joke I would have said. Because I know I felt like an old mother. Oh, you talking all that tiger blood? You was talking all that Adonis blood. You done Adonis yourself into them HIV. That's what you did. Adonis that self right into HIV. Because I know if I would have been acting up like Charlie was, my grandma would have and I had got HIV, my grandma would have just did. I told you was out there doing them drugs. Now you got Adonis blood, and that Adonis blood got HIV in it. And they got tiger blood. That tiger blood got HIV. Now you playing around and doing that drug. You did them drugs, and now you got HIV, huh? Oh, don't cry about it now, Kev. Don't cry about it now. Now you was out there winning and doing drugs and sleeping around in orgies, and now you want to cry about it. That's what my grandma would say. She wouldn't feel bad about me. Shari, don't do a cat with a blood. My grandma wouldn't feel sorry for me. Not when I do. When you do stuff to your own self, my grandma wouldn't feel bad. He said he doesn't know how he caught it. So I don't know. My second thought was, is this Magic Johnson type AIDS? Or, nah. Because you know when you got millions of dollars, it don't seem like you got the same type of AIDS that the poor people have. Because Magic Johnson, the only person I ever seen, I know this joke been told a million times, but he got AIDS and got bigger. I mean, not AIDS, I'm sorry, it's HIV. It's the virus that causes AIDS. It's HIV. I always do that. I always say AIDS. I got a low thought process when it comes to this. When people say HIV, I'm just like, you got AIDS. Like, no, it's a virus that causes AIDS. You got AIDS. That's not how it works. You got AIDS. Okay? It's HIV. No, it's almost AIDS. And I know that's ignorant, but I'm just I'm a worst case scenario type of guy. I got HIV. I'm pretty positive you got AIDS. Okay, so it's HIV. It's the virus that causes AIDS. But that's all he has. And Charlie said in his interview that if anybody is the person that can find the cure to HIV/AIDS, it's him. Really, Charles? Really, Charles Sheen? Really, Charles? We're a long way from Dallas Buyer Club HIV. Oh, Charlie needs his Robitussin. I'm telling you, if Charlie was black and a child, his grandma would have told him to go lay down. Ma'am, the doctor, I'm sorry to admit this, ma'am, your doctor, as your doctor, I'm letting you know your grandson has HIV. Go lay down, boy. Ain't nothing no tussin will fix. Drink some Sprite and go lay down. That doesn't cure AIDS. Go lay down! And get up once you ain't got no HIV and drink some cod liver oil and some castor oil. Put some Vicks on it. Ma'am, I'm not sure that Vicks. Put some Vicks on it. Don't make me bring out my anointing oil. I will bring out my anointing oil and I got HIV. And now you won't have HIV no more. Huh? Drink some orange juice and go lay down. Go, don't you get up from that nap until you ain't got that HIV no more. Eternal sleep. Vicks will fix that right on up, Storm Cloud. My next thought, well, I already kind of talked about this, was this whole winning thing. Charlie, you lost that one. You did all that winning, and at the same time you were saying all that, you actually took a big loss. Your health. And he was out there partying and drinking and all that, and you may not be losing, but you lost. You lost at least that. And he was all, I'm crazy, I'm on a, and he pretty much, from what he says in the timeline, that was on or about the time he had HIV. And I feel bad because, listen guys, actions have consequences, okay? Yes, it is perfectly within your realm of possibility to go out and do drugs and have sex and all that stuff, unprotected sex, and waste your money and all that type of stuff. And guess what? You now have to deal with the consequences of all that. You got to go out there, and what's done in the dark will come to the light. And listen, man. Actions have consequences. And I'm not totally insensitive where I'm like, he deserves HIV. But listen, man, it's like when people say, I got pregnant, I don't know what happened, it was an accident. You didn't accidentally get pregnant. You didn't slip and fall on a peen. You wasn't walking to work and it was like, whoa, I'm on a peen. Oh my gosh, whoa, how did I get here? Wow, well, better get off and go to work. I'm pregnant. It ain't like you slip and fell. That's not how you get pregnant. That's why I'm like, people are always like, I don't know what happened. You know what happened. You done slipped and fell into pregnancy. Whoa! What ride is this? I was trying to get on the Ferris wheel. Whoa, I'm on a peen. No. Just like the transgender person I was talking about. You have vaginal sex, unprotected sex leads to children. That's what black people was like. It was an unplanned pregnancy. If you're having unprotected sex, you are planning a pregnancy, just not planning it well. Okay? If you are having unprotected sex, you're planning to get pregnant or to get a sexual transmitted disease, you are just not planning it well. Okay? Whoa! How did this peen get here? I don't know how she got pregnant. Come on, man. Don't play. Just not planning it well. Melissa told me she was pregnant. I was just like, well, hey, you play with fire, you might get burned. My next thing that kind of was weird for me is that he was having protected sex with women that knew he was had HIV. They was like, well, I'll just do it with the condom. And there's two things about this that I don't know. One, he bragged about smashing over 5,000 women? Charlie? I just read the article. Two of the women, he was having sex with them with condoms on. And then in How to Get Away with Murder, the two gay dudes, one of them has HIV, and he was like, well, I got this medicine, then we can have sex. And I was just like, y'all do know that's HIV. Like, I don't know how that works. Chief Levite, get out of here. I don't know how that works. But if you are sleeping with somebody who's not your husband or wife, and you know they got HIV, and you're still like, just put a condom on it. Listen, you know Doughboy called AIDS no receipt because you can't give that back. This ain't chlamydia, gonorrhea. This ain't crabs. This is no receipt. This is that Forever 21, no receipt, clearance rack, no exchange. You buy that from Forever 21, you know you can't bring that back. It's $3. It got a red tag on it. You buy that, it's yours. No receipt, no exchange, no return. You got it. So, what do I know about the return policy? My wife buys a million things from Forever 21. They tell you. Now, y'all know this Forever 21. We ain't giving it back. The shirt fell apart. We ain't giving it back. He had unprotected sex. Can you have sex with... apparently there's some drugs that you can take. I don't know. I don't know that much about this, guys. I haven't done a lot of research on HIV/AIDS and sex. Okay? I don't know. But just in my little ignorant mind, if we ain't married and you got HIV, we ain't sexing. I don't want HIV. I will have sex with someone else, or I will abstain from sex. PrEP. That was the name of the drug on How to Get Away with Murder. And you know what PrEP is? Preparing you for HIV. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. That's the only PrEP I need. Pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary. Sanctuary, oh, Lord, for you. That's the only PrEP I need. Preparing to go to glory. So I actually had to look up PrEP. And listen, guys, I'm not taking that risk. That's just me. I'm not taking that risk. Boston Quince, don't play around with that HIV positive. You ain't. You ain't heard that song in years? Let me sing it for you again. Lord, prepare me, oh, be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Clap your hands if you love. I used to love that song. Okay, so that was my thought. I don't think I would have sex protected on PrEP, none of that, if you got HIV. I just don't want that. Okay, my next thought. It must suck to get extorted. It must suck to be... This is what people always fail to realize about celebrities. We think money is... Hey, Ray Nicole. We think money is the answer. Let me tell you what Charlie Sheen don't have. He ain't got no peace of mind. That's what Michael Jackson didn't have. All the money in the world. He ain't got no peace of mind. He ain't got nobody he can trust. If the people around you is willing to sell you out of TMZ from listen, Jason, my wife, my sister, I don't have no friends around me that would sell me out to TMZ. And that's what that's what we don't realize. We always want riches, man. Let me tell you, man. The fact that the people in my house I know wouldn't sell me out if I don't want to have to, celebrities got to worry about you falling asleep and they taking pictures of you and posting on the internet. Listen, man, Michael Jackson could not sleep. You know how much we take for granted just the fact that you can get a good night's sleep? My dad told me this when I was in college, and it changed the way I thought about it. TMZ was taking $1 million, Jay. Come on, bro. You wouldn't sell your brother out for no $1 million. My dad said this when I was in college. He said, look, I don't have the money to pay for your college. I can offer you my home to stay in. I can offer you food to live in. And me and your mother have never really had a lot of money to provide you. But what we have provided you is a safe environment, a healthy environment. You never seen domestic violence. You never seen us arguing you. We have offered you an environment that has had peace. And that is worth more than money. And I was like, you know what? You are right. Because listen, man, I would not trade peace for money. I lay down and sleep naked every night with this awful body on the cold. And I'm not worried about my wife taking a picture of me and putting it on the ground. I can lay sleep and snore. I can do whatever I want. I can doodle with the door open. She ain't gonna put me out. I lay out. And we take for granted peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. And if you gotta sacrifice that for money, I'll just make $30,000 a year and work at the electric departments in Target, because I don't want to be falling asleep and trying to find peace through alcohol and drugs, trying to get drunk to have a good time. I can have a good time without no alcohol. I just enjoy life. I be out here singing karaoke and enjoying life. I don't need to get drunk to enjoy life. I don't need to be high on drugs. I don't need to sleep with multiple women. So, and I may not be rich, but my Toyota's paid off. Oh, Basha. The Corolla, the 09 paid off. I know we're far away from 09, but it's paid off. I don't have no bill. I don't have no car note. Oh, all I have is insurance. The 09 is off, Free Will. The 09 paid off. You know how good it feels to pay a car off and keep it and just drive around in it? People be like, man, you got an 09. Yeah, I got an 09. I'm going to have it till 2019. I used to drive a 96 Civic. The 96 paid off for years. I happily got in the Civic. It was this big, and I'm a large man. The 96 Civic was old. It was almost 20 years old, and I didn't give it away until the clutch fell out. 97 and 2002 paid off. Glamazzini, 3 cars paid off. 07 paid off. Nissan paid off. The 09 paid off. I ain't finna just get a Range Rover just to prove to you that I got money. How about I just would have money? That's the one thing I learned from wealthy people working in a bank. Wealthy people don't need to prove that they have money. They just have money. They rather just have it. Our culture, our side of the melanin spectrum, we always got to prove we got it. How about just have it? Come in, look at it. Take it out, withdraw it all, lay it out on the counter, then deposit it. Can I get $10,000 in cash? Sir, why do you do this every Monday? I want to look at it. Lay it off. Look at that money. All right, go ahead and deposit it. Look at it. They come in and visit their CDs. Their CD don't expire for 5 more years. What's the interest on it? Sir, it's locked in at 3%. Let me just look at it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good money. All right, I'll see y'all next Monday. Seriously had a guy that used to come in on every Monday and visit his money. Just come in and look at it. Can you pull up my balance on the CD? Oh, we had a good week. All right. Can you check the balance on my checking and savings? Oh, wow. Still got it. All right, see y'all next Monday. And went and got into a 86 Lincoln Town Car. That was actually my last thought. The extortion. That's the fame I don't want, guys. Charlie Sheen fame, where people are trying to extort you and you got to be drunk and off drugs and all that stuff. I don't want that type of fame. No, ma'am, no, sir. 1976 Explorer, one more payment. You good, Chief Levi? We bless God. We thank God for grace. That's the kind of fame I don't want, man. I just want to be pop on stage. I just want to visit my grandkids and have them come to my house for Thanksgiving. That's what I want. I don't need to be drunk and high. I want Pop. I want kids to come visit Pop. Y'all want to come over to Pop's house? Come over here. Look at it. Show me how to work this iPad. You know what the iPad's going to be like in 20 years? They're going to be magic. Show me how to turn this on and work it. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I don't need that kind of crazy. Do the gums. Come over here and show Pop how to work this new iPhone. Show me how I got this new iPhone for down at the Sprint store for. They gave it to me free because I've been a customer. Show Pop how to turn it on. It's magic. Look at it. Show Pop. Show Pop. Can you imagine what the iPhone's gonna look like in 30 years? When I'm 60 years old, you imagine what the iPhones are gonna do? They're gonna let you lay in the bed and pee, and it's gonna take your pee and put it in the toilet. That's a feature I want. If the iPhone could let me pee without getting up, that's an app I would pay for. I'd be like, Pop pee. Yes, he is. Because that's what I don't like waking up before my alarm to pee. I want the iPhone I want to pee. I want that catheter, but not to actually be. I just want to be able to pee and take it and drop it in the toilet so I can don't have to. Pop is peeing. Yes. If any of you guys work for the Apple Store, submit that idea. Be like, you know what people really want? They want to pee without getting up. I don't want to pee on myself. I want it to go into the toilet. That's why I wake up on Saturday mornings, because I pee. And then I check my phone. Then the phone brightness wakes up my eyes. If you want to sleep, you can't look at your phone because it wakes up your eyes. The brightness in the phone wakes up your eyes. So don't look at your phone. All right. Is there a comment or a question? That's all I had. Y'all got any thoughts y'all want to talk about? About Charlie Sheen's HIV sounds AIDS? Whatever. Not no microchip. I don't want no mark of the beast. I don't want no mark of the beast. Oh, no. There you go, Sharice. I pee. With a new Apple Watch, you can pee without waking up. Apple Watch alerts your toilet to come to you, and it brings your meat over and puts it in the toilet and lets you pee. Viral load. I don't know what viral load is. I saw that in the article, and it said something about viral load makes you, the chance of you getting sex, the chance of you getting HIV through sex really low. But I don't know about HIV. I don't know about women evolving AJ. They gotta search out their own soul salvation. I'm just saying how men should be able to pee. Women, you got to deal with your own stuff. You guys can't even pee outside and spell your name. So it's going to be hard for you guys to pee. I don't have Kirk Franklin's new CD. I'm going to get it, though. I heard Kirk Franklin's new CD is good, and I heard Justin Bieber's new CD is good. And I heard Dietrich Haddon's new CD is good, but Dietrich has a perm, so I can't support that. I can't support Dietrich's album until he cuts that perm off. As long as Dietrich hadn't got that conch on his head, I cannot do it. You got to cut that perm off. If anybody knows Dietrich personally, tell him, cut that perm off, and Kev may buy your album. Have I had a patty pie net? No. One of my Instagram followers overnighted me some Patty's Pies, and I'm going to pick it up at 9 o'clock. Stop saying Apple Watch equals Common Core. At least Kurt says Jesus. Kirk, not Kurt. What is viral load? What is viral load? Does anybody know about HIV/AIDS and viral load? I'm going to eat patty pies today. I'm going to try and periscope it. Yeah. Patty's pies, diabetes in a body. Amount of the viral virus in your body. Oh. The amount of infected cells. Okay. Anything with the word load is dirty. No, I'm not off today. I have to go pick up these pies. We're going to do People Taste Patty's Pies on ADD at work today. And I have I have to pick up the pies from FedEx, and they haven't arrived yet. So I'm just not going to work until I get them. Somebody from Instagram sent me 2 pies. Of course I'm going to scope it. You know I'm going to scope it. Oh, that's the other thing I want to say about Charlie Sheen. He said it's impossible that he infected anybody else. Impossible? 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 I don't know about impossible. That's rich, Angelica. That's rich, Angelica. When you don't have Patty's Pies in LA and somebody sends you some FedEx overnight. That's richness. That's the type of friends we have on the gram. $2 million in pies sold over the weekend. Wow. How can you mix blend Charlie Sheen Future IP Patty Pies only? Yes, that's the Periscope broadcast we live in. It's got to be crazy. We're going to find out. All right, guys. I feel like my brother's coming on. God bless you. God keep you. And keep your phone beside you when we Periscope these Patty's Pies. God bless you. We'll see you at the conference.